All Canadians, if anyone thought he'd done anything wrong on SNC, then, quote, it was their responsibility to come forward, and no one did. Yet text messages, journal entries, and audio recordings prove the former Attorney General did come forward and complain to him and his top staff on September 16th, 17th, 19th, October 26th, November 22nd, December 5th, 18th, and 19th. Does he really claim that he knew absolutely nothing about the complaint she brought forward in more than a half dozen meetings?
The Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, in my direct encounter meeting with the former Attorney General in September, I confirmed to her that the decision around DPA was hers and hers alone. That is what has been clear throughout this entire process. There have been 13 hours of testimony, including 4 by the former Attorney General, allowed for by the fact that we put forward an unprecedented waiver that suspended solicitor-client privilege in this matter, that suspended cabinet confidentiality so that she could speak fully to this matter that was being looked at by the Justice Committee.
The member for Carleton.
And at that September meeting, the Attorney General reports that she looked the Prime Minister in the eye and said, "Are you interfering with my role as Attorney General? Because I strongly advise against it." Does the Prime Minister remember her saying any such thing?
Honourable Prime Minister.
And, Mr. Speaker, once she said that, I responded, no, I am not. It is her decision to make. And she then committed to revisit and look into the decision once again, Mr. Speaker. All these are elements in the testimony that we have heard, that the Justice Committee examined exhaustively. But once again, we see the member opposite is desperate to talk about anything other than our budget, anything other than the economic growth we're putting forward, anything other than our concrete plan to fight climate change, because they have no plan on any of that. No plan.
The Honourable Member for Carleton.
And now the Prime Minister has caught himself in a trap of his own making. He came out on February 15th and said that no one had come forward to raise any concerns about his conduct. And now he admits on the floor of the House of Commons that way before, in September, his own Attorney General asked him to his face if he was interfering. Why is it the Prime Minister having so much difficulty remembering his story? Is it because it's simply not true?
Member for Durham will come to order. Order. The member for Banff Airdrie also. The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Once again, Mr. Speaker, the member opposite is twisting himself into rhetorical knots to try and make a point that simply is not there. We have been crystal clear throughout this process, Mr. Speaker. We have allowed the testimonies to be heard through the Justice Committee because of an unprecedented waiver we put forward, suspending both cabinet confidentiality and solicitor-client privilege. We continue to very much stand up for our institutions and the rule of law, while always standing up for Canadians and their jobs right across the country. We will continue to do that, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member for Carleton.
Well, now the Prime Minister has effectively admitted that when he looked 37 million Canadians in the eye on February the 15th and told them that the Attorney General had never spoken a word about her concerns, that he was stating a patent falsehood. There is a word for that kind of falsehood that I cannot utter on the floor of the House of Commons. Will the Prime Minister, having now caught himself in his own trap of contradiction and deception, now apologize to the Canadian people for stating that falsehood on February 15th?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister, order.
Mr. Speaker, the member from Carleton continues to try and find inconsistencies where there simply are none. We are going to continue to work together as a government on the things that matter to Canadians, as a strong, united team that is secure in the trust of this team as we move forward. We're going to stay focused on the things that matter while the members opposite try to clutch at straws and create political complications where there are none. We are going to stay focused on Canadians while they stay focused on us.
The Honourable